What's up, guys? I wanted to make a video about researchers, but first I want to mention something that happened to me yesterday. Let's go back a couple years ago. One day when I was up on the ridge, I was taking a whiz, and like halfway between, I heard a whoop. Remember that? And so I whooped back, and I waited a couple minutes, and nothing came. So I hauled ass. I'm like, oh shit, it must be coming. I'm getting out of here. So I left, and then I went back a couple weeks later, and I took my friend with me, and I found that structure right there where I whooped from. That was all weird and like, you know, just pretty much defied nature. Anyway. I found that footprint here with the big toes in it. See the ones with the big toes? I found that there next to the structure. Or my friend found it, and he said, put your hand in here. And it's in that movie, you know, The Knowers, a Sasquatch film about the Knowers that I made that was like basically dedicated to those of us who know. Because I was like, there's three groups. There's those who don't believe, those that believe, and those that know. Anyway, yesterday, I'm out with a tractor, and I got the blade on there, and I'm busting up some stumps and stuff. You can tell. I mean, today I'm pretty laid up. So I'm backing up and pushing some stumps up and stuff and piling up some piles because my dad's going to do some burning when I'm out of town for a couple days. And I'm trying to get the stuff up because I got asthma. I can't be around all that smoke and stuff. Man, I do breathing treatments. Anyway, I jump off the tractor after working for an hour or two, halfway through stream, taking a whiz. The big tree, boom, hits the ground with intention. And when I say with intention, I know that sounds strange, but I just had a feeling, just a weird feeling that it was directed towards me or something. Or, you know, and it was behind my neighbors in the woods back there, and our backwoods where we don't clear and we keep it all natural. And it was in that area over there, and it was just strange. You know, I just figured I'd mention that because I've heard, like, I used to hear, like, I'd go to the woods and I'd hear a tree fall, like, right out of my eyesight every time I went to the woods. And it's like I've heard, like, 50 tree falls over the years going up here, and it's just, like, a really strange number. And I used to think, well, maybe a tree waits till someone's there so it makes a sound. You know, if a tree falls in the woods, it makes a sound, you know, or whatever. But now I just really, you know, now I kind of put that. But anyway, I thought I would mention that because that happened here yesterday, and that was right up here by the place, and it seemed kind of weird. Anyway, I want to make this like an ode to researchers. Researchers get so much slack. I mean, from the media. The media's like, ha ha, Bob, we got us a crazy man here today, you know, and then we even mess with each other. But messing with each other is all a lot of fun, and I'm not against it, man. You know, I come from a classical music world, and it's like, you know, turn my pages, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, and we don't have colleagues like the scientific community. We have colleagues and papers and stuff. So we have to be each other's colleagues. If somebody's trying to pass off some BS, we have to call them on it, and that's kind of our duty. You know, and speaking of duty, you know, being out there in the woods, it's fearful, but the duty kind of overrides. I mean, the duty overrides the fear, and the curiosity overrides the fear because you know, you really want to know what the hell is going on and stuff. And speaking of. My definition of a researcher is it's someone who's had an encounter or a sighting and has some balls. Because that's what most of these researchers are people that's seen some stuff and they're trying to go get some answers, man. You know, and that's what these researchers are. I don't consider myself a researcher. I'm doing investigation, I'm doing research, and other people do. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, I am labeled a researcher, and I've contacted a couple of these Bigfoot shows and stuff, and a lot of these guys even don't like researchers. Researchers get a lot of this slack. You know, I mean, we're out there, you know, I'm not out there much anymore. I've only went like once in 2 years. I'll leave my email below if anybody wants to go contact me, because I'll go up there a little bit. I'm not going real deep. I'm not going all the way to caves and stuff anymore, but, you know, researchers always busting each other's chops, and that's okay. You know, but, you know, you gotta, it's a respectful thing. You know, we're out there in the ticks and the snakes and the bugs, man, and it's like gnats in your face. We're putting our life in danger, you know, out there. We are putting our life in danger. Even if you don't believe in Bigfoot, you gotta admit that people out there in the woods with the wolves and coyotes and mountain lions and bears and, oh my, you know, we're definitely putting our life in danger. You know, dogman or whatever, all that stuff out there, you know, I don't know, man. You tell me what this is. Tell me what this is, you know. You tell me what that is. The trackway was like, you know, 13 tracks long. You tell me what it is. I don't know. Yeah, but like even the Bigfoot shows, they don't like researchers, and they don't like having researchers in there. I contact these guys not wanting to be on their shows. I don't want to be on their shows. I just like to talk to some of these guys that's interviewed like hundreds of people and stuff. As far as the people in the Bigfoot community, there's only like 2 or 3 people in the Bigfoot community I have a problem with. I mess with a few other people, but I do it out of fun and like because we're supposed to bust each other's chops, man. I want people to call me on stuff. That's what friends are for. It's like, hey, man, you got some mustard, right? It's our job to tell somebody they got some mustard right there. Or you can just sit back and let them run around with mustard. If you're not their friend, that's what you do. You just sit around, yeah, hey, and then you tell their friend, hey, look, he's got mustard or whatever. Anyway, there's guys that I totally respect, like Bob Gimlin, people like that. John Bindernagel, man, we just lost him. Mitch Waite. I like people like Michael Merchant that has different ideas, They have different ideas about it, and they change their views constantly because they see new information. That's how things work. You see new information, and it makes you change your mind about things, our data that we're collecting as researchers, I used to think, one day it'll be worth something and stuff, and people will want to research it. But they already know quite a bit, I'm sure. Plus, they're researching it anyway. They're watching our videos. They're watching these videos that we make and stuff, and keeping track of our research. And there's probably a database somewhere that's got all the information, not just the ape of category information and leave everything else out like some things do. Anyway, I just want to mention that there's never ever going to be a discovery, ever. And if you think there is, you're lying to yourself. Unless there's 50,000 of these things that come up out of the woods playing 50,000 didgeridoos and come up here and start meeting us and say, hey, we're here to, no, man, because it's being covered up. And there's no way that it's going to be uncovered. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get the body to the people and stuff the right way, and it doesn't matter, man. It's going to be covered up, and you will never ever, unless you see one, you will never ever know for sure. Because it is being covered up, man, and you're just lying to yourself if you think that one day somebody's going to shoot one in the body and the parade. No, there's not going to be a parade, man. You're not even allowed to know what's in your food and water, man. There's not going to be a big Bigfoot parade, man. I'm sorry to break it to you, and I know you're mad right now and stuff. And we all want it to be. We all want it to be, right, Mika? We want it to be. This is my booger dog. She's seen some shit, man. Right, Mika? She's seen some shit. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good day.